All right. Well, actually, let me check one thing. Alright. Hello everyone, my name is Patrick, I'm the manga reviewer, and today we're going to continue reading The Return of the Manga Sect. We're at chapter 140 right now, which is basically the end of season 2, and we might even get to the beginning of season 3 where it's currently active right now. So let's get it started. Let's just go straight on. Chapter 140. After you bring Chung Myung too far, bring him to my room and don't let him escape. Understood? Yes. So what happened last time was the elders of the Tang Clan sect are kind of opposing what do you call it? What's it called? Friendship? No, an alliance with the Manhua sect. It's like, oh, are you senile? Why are you like putting an alliance with them? They're like on a downfall. I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, not untrue, but like there's been a lot of good positives that have come out from the Manhua sects recently. And then and the Tang sect elders took that as an opportunity to try to make their own grandchild into the new sect young master. So that's where we're at right now. So don't go anywhere else and make sure to come back. Oh man, it must be tough for you. Everyone in the Tang Clan sect is crazy. That's not good enough. Huh? What's the matter? Oh, you seem busy. Thanks to someone. I won't apologize no matter what. Forget it. Why have you called me? As you requested, I found a caravan that's going to Yunnan. It belongs to the Peace Merchant Guild, which is preparing for a trip there. I've already told them to let you guys join them. They're going to depart the day after tomorrow. Oh, that's faster than I expected. Thank you. As to the reason I called you, I have to ask you for a favor. True friends would accept even the dirty linen in each other's lives. If that's what he wants us to be, then it should be fine to tell him this much. He needs to be know of the mysterious conflict between me, the Patriarch, and the Elder Council. However, will he be able to accept the fact that he was pulled into our quarrel? That's what happened, huh? So you're saying that the Elder Council is hindering you within the clan, right? To put it simply, yes. Hindrances, huh? I've been having such thoughts recently. If I had been chosen to believe in the words that okay. Ooh, let's read this properly. Okay. I've been having such thoughts recently. If I had chosen to believe in the words said by my family instead of just picking at them, then maybe our clan could have gotten a bit stronger. Which is why once this war's over, I'm thinking of helping out a patriarch a little bit. I'm technically the senior elder, but I've never looked after my juniors properly. The situation is similar to when you worried about back then. Of course, it's not like you brought me here to so I could look after the clan. After all, you're long gone and the will of the dead doesn't exist. However, your determination is firmly imprinted in my memories of my previous life. It's not something I can ignore. You said you want to ask for a favor, right? Then my answer is no. There's nothing between the two of you? You think such a beautiful girl, yet he doesn't seem interested at all? How's that possible? He's only interested in improving his martial arts. My gosh. I can't believe there's someone who is that obsessed with martial arts. Looks like the marriage is a goner. Why are you so obsessed with a marriage that has no emotions in it? I don't think you need it. Then the marriage, I mean. That's why I look at it on the outside, but you'll change your mind once you know what kind of place the Tang Clan is. The laws of family are really strict. As a girl born here, I will only have one path to choose from. To marry into family of the Tang Clan's choice, and what I'm doing right now is just a form of rebellion. If I'm going to get married off anyway, then I at least want my spouse to be from a place where I would like to live. Are there any other options? No, this is what it's like here. Women of the Tang Clan can learn the secret techniques and can live as martial artists, when basically nobody's. This is basically true for the daughter of the patriarch. Though I do admit that I've lived a luxurious life so far thanks to my status, but if the future, if I think of my future like as the price of that, it makes me feel a little bit better. But still, there's a way. Pardon? There's always a way. We simply haven't thought of it yet. Can you stop talking as if you know everything? What I know is in some comforting words. I'll open it. I'll open that path for you. Huh? Why are you helping me? Because it was the same for me. Then one day, it suddenly appeared, my path. At least I'm no longer beating myself up to try and find it. We're not that different. You are the worst. You'll at worst get another option to choose from. Another option. A different path. That I have never thought of before. Does something like that really exist? Then my answer is no. I inside, but I can't force it. But I'll give you a present instead. A present? It's not from me. I'm simply passing it on. Even though such a long time has passed, the present from the Dark Supreme Tanbo has managed to reach Tangonuk. Let's the duel take place tomorrow as planned, and no matter what I do, please do not step in. What are you planning to do? Well, it's simple. I'll do what I'm best at, being a little shit stirrer. I add that myself, but... Oh my god, water's so good. Are you seriously eating all that right after waking up? Well, actually, do me. Are you possessed by the gods of beggar or something? Didn't you say that you'd be in participation in a duel in the afternoon? Is it okay for you to stuff yourself so much that your body will slow down? Yeah, it's totally fine. I'll bring the next dish. Oh, compound chicken. It's finally here. That looks damn good. More food? Let's wash it down with some nice liquor. Ah, awesome. While there are still hints of alcohol in my mouth, what is this combination? This taste is insane. Is it that delicious? Let me try to. Hey, how dare you touch your junior's food? You're so rude. The Tang Clan has specifically preferred these dishes for me. To go eat something else. Have you really gone crazy? Did our rule sex become so twisted? Everything's upside down now. Big Sean, just eat your own food. You ate it all already. Tang Hak and the Mount Hua Divine Dragon are fighting? Is Tang Hak that strong? What are you talking about? Tang Hak is the strongest among the young martial artists of the Tang Clan. Even so, didn't the Patriarch lose in his duel with the Mount Hua Dragon Divine previously? That's why the Patriarch went on easy on him. There's no way he would have gone all out against the young Taos of the Mount Hua sect. Tang Hak, no need to be nervous. Grandfather, if this goes well, you rise to the position of the young Patriarch. Which basically means, like, okay, it's kind of self-explanatory what it means. He's like being propped up to be the next sect leader, basically. And when the time comes, you'll naturally become the next patriarch. Do you feel confident? Well, I never slacked in my training. My opponent is the Mount Hua Dragon, who's known to be the strongest in the new generation. Honestly, I'm not even certain that I can defeat him. How pitiful. Are you scared of someone who's even 10 years younger than you? Worry not. I wouldn't have sent my one and only grandson to his death. The Mount Hua Divine Dragon will be like a drug chicken, so take him down without wasting any time. Wait, why does he look so? Listen, you mustn't let him survive, no matter what. I understand what you're getting at. Please do not worry. I'll shut that brad's mouth forever. The stupefaction poison is a special mixture of yang and yin poisons, which used separately from each other, they're just a harmless powder and liquid. However, once these two combine in one stomach, they cause a severe poisoning. As a result, the individual's mind becomes clouded as if they got drunk, making them unable to use any strength. No matter how exceptional he is, he won't be able to fight Tang Hak while under the effects of the stupefaction poison. Besides, while Tang Gung will indeed benefit from the Mount Hua Divine Dragon, does it make sense for the Tang Patriarch to be sitting on his side? I can't entrust the future of our clan to someone like him. Don't let him gain the upper hand. You must be the one to climb up. Okay. Don't let him gain the upper hand. He must be the one to climb up. Yes, grandfather. I shouldn't feel scared. This is where I'll become the young patriarch. Mount Hua Divine Dragon, step forward. I'll fight you and prove the martial arts of the Tang Clan are superior to those on the Mount Hua side. That's Tang Hak Simone. Everyone get it. Is that okay? Yeah, it's fine. The Mount Hua Divine has checked out. Oh, that's the Mount Hua Divine Dragon? That's an impressive aura behind that person. But is that really the Mount Hua Divine Dragon? What do you think you're doing? My opponent should be the Mount Hua Divine Dragon. Who on earth are you? And how dare you enter this arena? I'm Yu Isol from the Mount Hua sect. Are you stupid? I'm asking you what the Mount Hua Divine Dragon is. Where else, bro? I'm right here. Mount Hua Divine, you're supposed to fight me as promised. Oh, it is what it is. Just start fighting. What the hell are you talking about? It can't be helped. I ate too much during breakfast and got indigestion. The food prepared by the Tang Clan was really good. Ate too much, got indigestion? Does the Mount Hua sect show no shame? Shame? You're the one who talked. Is it really me who has no shame? You want to fight me? And on what grounds? I'm the Mount Hua Divine Dragon, you know. Are you boasting of your own reputation right now? You ought to be embarrassed. What kind of bullshit is this? Embarrassed of my own martial artist? By that logic, you should be treated like a nobody from some deprived family. You think I got my nickname from playing some back alley gambling then? Do you guys know do you guys have any idea how I earn my reputation? I work myself to death and risk my life in battles. Who are you to ask for a duel with me? I have no intention to face some small fight I've never heard of. Do all of that. You'll just become famous by fighting me. Don't try anything stupid. Oh, 1 second, I have a call. 喂，在公司呢？有什么事？是不是？2个小时可以。In 2. All right. Don't try anything stupid. You ought to be proving yourself before challenging me. Seriously, how dare an unknown brat like you be so arrogant? Wait, let me make sure the sound is right. Check. Okay, excellent. Alright, don't worry though, I'm quite a generous person. I'll fight you if you manage to win against her. No, actually that'll be too troublesome. If you beat her, I'll counter as my loss. How's that? Are you saying I am some funny girl right now? I, a son of the Tang Clan, you shameless bunch? If you're done talking, let's fight, you windbag. Okay, it's time for her to have a little, they dare look down on me? Patriarch, are you going to recognize this fight? He must have something in mind. He's not someone who pick a fight that he lose. It doesn't matter to me, what? Then will you give me the title of the young patriarch if that girl loses? Yes. What a fool. Looking at me in front of all these people indicates I'm pulling the strings behind him. Only if it's only a matter of how many idiots fail to catch that. There's a huge difference between just guessing and having a certainty. On another note, indigestion due to overeating, Manhua Divine Dragon, it doesn't make any sense for you, for someone as skilled as you to have stomach problems because of eating too much. Could you have realized that this food and the stupefaction poison? No, that can't be it. Maybe he just instinctively felt that there was something wrong with his body. That's not why he sent out the girl. If he can't win anyways, then he needs to lose in a way that can be justified. He's probably thinking that the Manhua sect can save their pride if a girl fights and faces defeat on their behalf. While we failed to kill him here, there are plenty of other ways to do it. Why does he even want to kill him in the first place? Like, what? I don't get the motivation. For now, since the patriarch has given permission, we just need to bow down and accept the members. Get her. Beware. I'll be using poison in the fight, so forget about making it out alive. Wow, Master Tang Hak, what are you trying to do? No, I must start this fight. So, please calm down. If you ignore, you get ridiculed. You already know how strong Tang Hak is. She could lose her life if things go wrong. She already knew. What? I'm saying she already knew that before she went up. She's a martial artist after all, so please don't insult her. The moment they entered the arena, gender stopped to matter. It's just a fight between two martial artists now. You mustn't get in their way. That means... I guess you do have some skill. She's fast in reaction and making judgments. While I don't want to admit it, she seems stronger than I thought. You might have even had a chance to defeat me if you weren't a woman, that is. Blame yourself for not being born as a man. Those things don't matter at all. What's important right now is that you're ridiculously weak. What's that? Some sharp sound coming from the arena, but I can't see anything. That's hair needles. Those are hair needles? Wait. Arrogant bitch. Bro. It's dangerous. Those needles have poison, huh? Once it spreads, you won't be able to move your left arm. If you fail to dodge even one of the numerous hidden weapons, then the fight is basically over. This is why. You should have just realized just how fearsome the Tang is while still being nice. Man. Can't read for sheesh. The true strength of the Tang Clan is displayed when poisons and hidden weapons are combined. The longer the fight drags on, the more disadvantaged you'll be. Admit your defeat and leave the arena. If you start begging for mercy now, I'll spare your life. Poison, yeah? You aren't that foolish to not know your own body's condition. You're the foolish one, what? You didn't think I'd just stand around and wait for the poison to spread, did you? Yes, charge at me all you want. That's the only way you can win after all. But do you think I hadn't expected this situation? So severing sad. Not only is it obstructing your vision, but it's also toxic. He wants to buy time for the poison from the hair needles to spread throughout her body. I will not back down, father. Whew. I can't see. I should go out for now. Where is she? Where'd she go? Damn, there's a girl right there a moment ago. When did she get right under me? How did she end up in the middle of the sand cloud? 7 plum blossom swords. Oh, plum blossom rush. Plum blossoms. I told you, didn't you? You're weak. The poison already spread. How did she do that in such a condition? You're crazy. You're out of your mind. You're but a frog in the well. Those who never have fought in real battle should never boast of strength. What? You're gonna go, I am. Head. Bam. 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 Loudmouth. Give me the antidote pill. This should work. Come here, Iso. He's different. Although he's in loudmouth too. Why do you fight so recklessly? I didn't want to breathe the same air as him. Ah. Okay. You need to get rid of the poison as soon as possible. You suffer big time if it's not done right. It should be treated properly right now. Jogo, go and stand guard over her. Bekshon, let me your sword. What sword? What are you going to do with it? It's time to give away a present. No, I guess it's more accurate to say that I'm going to deliver it. Brace yourself, Elder. The wiping from your ancestors is bound to hurt a little bit. The whipping from the ancestors is bound to hurt a little bit. Damn. He's into kink, isn't it? I mean, he would be into BDSM out of anything. The pixeling is actually pretty funny. She did it. Tang Hak has defeated. Oh my god, another call. I'm busy today. Check. Okay, that was done. Okay. She did it. Tongue Hack is defeated. She won. It wasn't Manhua Divine Dragon, but one of his companions, who is a girl. The fight is already over. Why did he come into an arena? Honestly speaking, I don't even know what I'm doing. I had some sort of expectation since it's the Great Tank Line, but this is really disappointing. What are you talking about? Are you looking down on us? Don't get all cocky just because you won once. Now, don't get so angry. If you're in my shoes, you think the same thing. Look, the most basic thing before picking up a fight is to evaluate what you are capable of and compared to your opponent. I didn't expect the Tank Line to not even know something so primitive. That guy didn't even lose to me. He lost to one of my companions. And she isn't the one known as the Manhua Divine Dragon. I am. That means that Tongue Hack had no chance of defeating me to begin with. And yet, this deal was still pushed to proceed, meaning that he was going to suffer the humiliation of a loss no matter what. He was overconfident and looked down on his opponent too much. This is not a quality that someone who will lead a martial arts group should have. That means to task this. Who is this narrow-minded person who asked for such a duel? This situation is screwed. I already know my grandson wasn't a match for the Manhua Divine Dragon. That's why I tried to poison him. However, I never expected Tongue Hack to lose to one of Basso's companions, especially in front of everyone. Damn, Brett. He has finished his preparations waiting for me to explain myself. Despite knowing that, there's no way I could do it. He wants me to suffer the silent finger pointing at the crowd if I lack the confidence to admit what I've done. His goal is to make me look like a fool that dared to challenge a Manhua Divine Dragon to a duel without even knowing the abilities of my own grandson. That Palestone is an elder, It's so strange, though. From what I heard, the Elder Council is supposed to giving the Patriarch advice, giving advice to the Patriarch. To the very person who assessed the abilities of both sides correctly and bet on our win. If that's the case, who's the one who should be giving advice then? Yet, you brat, how dare you? The idea of an elder council sounds great, but you've accumulated great wisdom throughout your lives and now play the role of the Patriarch's advisors in matters where you lack experience. Having the support of the wise and dependable elders can really ease the responsibilities of leading the Tank Line. However, the current council doesn't seem to fit that idea. If anything, it might be even weighing the Patriarch down. You better watch your words. There's a limit to how much arrogance we can tolerate from one sect. Saw that? No wisdom at all. I wonder if you're really the one who's tolerating arrogance here. Do you know why all this has happened? Because you're weak, you brat. You brat. You're so feeble that you can't even realize how strong your opponent is, and yet you dare provide the Patriarch with advice? If the Elder of the Council hadn't pushed against his decision in the first place, this loss and humiliation would have never happened. All of this is the price of listening to a senile old man secluded in a small room. Bastards, Manhua Divine Dragon, please mind your words. After all, they are the elders of the Tank Line. Wow. The Tank Clan Patriarch, you are so kind. They are nothing but a burden to you, yet you still look after them because they are the elders of your clan. You really don't know your place. Do you think I'll just stand here and listen to your nonsense? See? No wisdom at all. He doesn't even try to hold himself back and keeps acting up. Is that really an elder? Really? Prove to me that you have the right to call yourself an elder. How do I wait? Is this intention to get me to ask him how I should prove myself? How do you prove it? It's simple. You said you've been tolerating so far. That's what the strong say to the weak. I want you to prove that. If you fight me and win, then I'll admit defeat that you're right. But if you lose, won't it be meaningless? Won't it mean that your judgment is worthless? Ha! What do you say? You want to have a duel with me? You must have loved your man after getting some fame. Did you really request a duel with me, the Elder Council leader? I can understand you can't hear well due to old age, but it's actually tiring to keep repeating the same thing. So what will you do? Well, this is my chance. I'm already in an extremely sorry state of affairs. But if I defeat him in front of the entire Tank Clan, then I'll be able to somehow wrap this situation up. As for now, and as for the rest of the mess, I can just clean it up later on. Patriarch, what do you say? Will you understand even if I kill that child? The Manhua Divine Dragon is a friend of the Tank Clan, so we won't stop a friend from doing what he wants to do. Excellent. You've crossed the line. I'll make sure you regret not going back with the satisfaction of your victory. Be careful. You shouldn't speak so recklessly while everyone's watching. You're becoming even a bigger joke by the moment, you know. There's no more reason to talk any further. I'll drive a dagger doused with venom into your stomach right now. Hey, wait, just one other thing. You're going to use poison, right? If so, then I want to add a condition. Actually, it's more like a bet. If you win, I'll do everything you wanted from the start. What? After the Manhua sect leaves the Tang clan, we'll never come back again. On top of that, the fool from earlier will also be selected as a young patriarch. Are you insane? Please don't worry, I'm completely sane. In exchange, I want to change my condition too. If I win, I want you to disband the Elder Council and step down. Advisors like you are utterly useless to the Tang Patriarch after all. Tang Patriarch, have you discussed the reckless proposal Chang Miao is talking about in advance? No, this is my first time hearing this. What? He's pretty amused though. Why don't you stop the duel? I just thought he must have planned something. Planned. You don't even know what kind of crazy thing he might do. Did he go insane after eating too much spicy food in Sichuan? What a lunatic. The subject of our discussion with the Manhua Divine Dragon was different. He said that he'd get involved and fight with the Elder Council leader. Tang Patriarch, you fought Chang Miao already and roughly know how skilled he is. If he clashes against the Elder Clan leader, who's going to win? It'll be a one-way beating. I knew Chang Miao would know. Tang Wei is going to win. What? The true strength of the Tang clan appears when hidden weapons and poisons are used harmoniously. As you know, I didn't use the latter when I fought him. If the Elder Council were to use only hidden weapon techniques, this would be a good match. After all, the Manhua Divine Dragon's movement and sword techniques are exceptional. However, the Elder Council leader specializes in poison arts. If the Manhua Divine Dragon doesn't have any measured plan against that, his body will turn black and he'll drop down in less than 10 exchanges. But Cheng Miao was able to fight on even with an elder of the Wudang sect. The great council leader is the great elder of the Tang clan. I did hear of the deed of the Manhua Divine Dragon had achieved, but Hyosung of the Wudang sect isn't nearly as skilled as Tang Wei. There are causes of differences even among the elders. If you wanted to draw a comparison with the Wudang sect, you should have brought up their retired great elder. Oh no. Shouldn't we stop them while we still can? But there's a fight where two martial artists have put their honor on their life. If we interfere, then the name he's building up for himself so far will be instantly dragged through the mud. And he's not something you can stop to begin with. A friend, huh? I guess she's. I was wondering why she was Orid, but I guess it's because of the poison. She's trying to get rid of the poison through cultivation. Okay. He said that the beginning of the Tang clan was of his whim. How interesting. Is a friend worth risking your life on a second whim? To give without expecting anything in return. That's what being a friend is. I won't let him die, even if it means I have to go war with the whole Elder Council. You acted like you're very smart, but everything you said is just empty word. Do you think I would accept those conditions? I already formed a pact to not interfere with the Patriarch's decisions if Teng Hag loses his duel. And even without the condition you mentioned, if I lost to you, it'll be utterly embarrassed, and I won't be able to walk with my head held high within the Tang clan. Is there need for me to agree to your terms at this point? It's true that someone who understands the concept of shame would not break a promise they've made. However, judging from your actions so far, you seem to be unfamiliar with it. Would someone who doesn't know how to be ashamed keep a pact that no one knows about? You probably come up with some sort of excuse and once again interfere with what the Tang Patriarch wants to do. After all, that's the only thing you guys have going on for you. Just because you're old doesn't mean you're mature. Those who fight dirty and suppress people under them to build their own power don't deserve to be called adults. A mature person wouldn't resort to such things. I understand now. What a true adult is like. I recognize how much you've loved and cherished the Manhua sect. The only thing we have left behind was a reputation, which seemed completely useless. Even so, I'm glad, because I've gotten the chance to correct my mistakes. Bring it on. Otherwise, declare in front of everyone that you won't accede to my conditions because you're afraid of losing. I'll just walk away if you do that. Sure. If you insist, I'll give you what you want. The most painful death in the world. My skin stings. What's that? My eyes are so itchy. Eyes, cover your skin and stand back. Cover your skin? How do you cover your skin? The energy wave is mixed with poison that could melt the surroundings. If you stand around, you might get affected by it too. Die! Poisonous palm strike. It would be no fun if you died so easily. There's no chance that you can kill me. Little rat bastard. Orders of the king of the ghosts? That's extreme venom. Cover your noses and mouths immediately. Is the council leader out of his mind? He broke the taboo and used the order of the king of ghosts in such a crowded place? That crazy old bastard. Cover yourself. Damn it. Drag that crazy old fool out. We're screwed. No one can step in and help. Not even the members of the Tang clan can survive after getting poisoned by that. That crazy old fool has crossed the line. Ha ha, tuss. All the ruckus over nothing. This should have been done from the start. Trying to obtain power by using logic is a gone case. That means all that's left is to sustain my skills. My only problem with it is the desire to keep my pride and obsession just having the justification. If I dominated with fear from the start, something this troublesome would have never happened. Child, you got too arrogant. The Tang Clang's main area of expertise is in hidden weapons. It's poisons. You underestimated us too much because you only saw our hidden weapon techniques. Do you know what this is around you? That's the Order, the King of Ghosts, and the Soul-Seeking Sand. They're both extremely venomous that don't have any antidotes. No martial artist is capable of dodging or blocking every speck of sand and dust, regardless of how strong they are. You orthodox bastards always look down on the Tang Clan, because they've always been taking pity on you. But after all, we've created a law for ourselves that to not use poisons that have no antidote on fellow orthodox martial artists. Had we utilized them freely, the Tang Clan would have been the ruler of the world. You'll die even if I believe you be, but that's not enough for me. Chung Myung. Pleasure smoke. The name was given by because anyone who was affected by this would struggle and thrash around, making it jump like they were looking for joy, like they were jumping for joy. This is my last present to you. Suffer the pain of hell until the moment you die. Do you want to say something, Victor? I want fair and square. It's too late. Even if I go in right now, there's no way to save the Mount Divine Dragon anymore. That man no longer deserves to be called an elder. How can someone who has abandoned the orthodox way be the council elder? You call yourself an elder of the Tang Clan even after doing all that? How could you use poison that don't have an antidote against a child from an orthodox sect? What's the difference between you and the members of the lawless unorthodox groups? Patriarch. Unorthodox groups? Patriarch, wake up. This is the law and why the Tang Clan isn't ruling over the world. Look at the state we're in. If we wanted it, we could take over the world anytime with our poisons and hidden weapons. Yet we're stuck in a corner of Sichuan, calling ourselves the rulers of a small area like this. How long will we allow ourselves to be bound by the outdated laws like this? Qingqin sect, Imei sect, don't be ridiculous. If they really made us their enemies, it wouldn't take us even a day to cover the entire Qingqin and Imei mountains with blood. But look at us. We're unable to do anything as we're surrounded with all these good-for-nothings. Patriarch, is this really the future of the Tang Clan that you want? Do you wish for us to foolishly accept the nonsense of others? So what? Do you want us to just spread extreme venoms all over the place? Do you think that's an excuse? If we do that, we'll just become the public enemy of the whole world. Or the rulers of the whole world, don't you agree? Stop treating me like a criminal. The real villain is you who made the Tang Clan. He's been like leader for like a few years. You've been the elder for like decades, bro. They want us to form an alliance with a place like the Manhua sect? How dare they look down on the Tang Clan? Patriarch, the reasons that elders stepped down wasn't because we gotten weak. Don't forget that we can change our minds if we keep trying to persecute the elder council. I must do this now in order to stop what he's doing, but will I able to handle the aftermath of this? No matter how heinous of a deed he's committed, he's still an elder of the clan. I know there are quite a number of other people that support his cause. Is it really okay to see me attack him? Did I just give him a justification to create this mess? I should have stopped this earlier. I give the Manga Divine Dragon a chance to talk in front of everyone, but I wasn't able to detect the huge ambition that he hid within him. More importantly, my mistake was to allow this face to take place. What's the point of thinking about intervening right now? I shouldn't have let it happen in the first place. Hopeless faith and a moment of hesitation are what brought about this horrifying results. I need to throw this. I must stop him. Now take a look at the futile death of the Manhua Divine Dragon, whom you trusted so much. How? Ugh. What's with this poison? To think I would end up in such a state, as expected, of the Sichuan food. Huh? Sichuan food? Wait, did you give her the poison? You should have disappeared and become a pool of blood by now. That makes no sense. His martial prowess is at the peak of level. Then it's possible to somehow suppress the poison and endure it to a certain extent. However, that's something only a martial master can do. There's no way he's at that level. It got stuck in my teeth. I heard you ramble about all sorts of nonsense. So I'm going to correct a few of your points right now. Firstly, the reason why the Tang Clan can't rule over the world isn't because you don't use your poison. It's because your poison don't work. What? Secondly, the Tang Clan is not giving the Manhua sect an opportunity to be in an alliance. It's the other way around. That's why really important, so keep in mind. And thirdly and lastly, the Tang Patriarch has always seen through all of this, and that's why he tried to join the hands of the Manhua sect. Yet you still haven't realized any of that. His position sure is tough. After all, he has to feed and take care of people like you. You look like you don't get what's going on. I doubt you'd be able to even understand that even if I try to explain it though. Let's just say that I have a special body that constitutes that nullifies poison. Alright, shall we continue? Throw me everything that you're confident in. Bro. absolutely dominated. Wait, isn't the Tang clan a renowned family that's on par with the Namgun clan? The Namgun and Ping clans have produced some of the strongest martial artists in the world, but none have come out of the Tang clan. Is it because of the poisons? Yes. There's nothing good about them. Up to a certain level, it seems like poisons can do anything. What's it to fear in the world when everyone falls down like nothing after getting scratched by needles every throw? However, that's exactly the problem. Who would throw a training with hidden weapons when it's so easy to win? Because they think poisons make them invincible, they've gotten so arrogant that their skills no longer improve. Even when they eventually win a martial master like you in a fight, their heads will get cut off. Those idiots refuse to understand this no matter how much I explain. Poisons do work on martial artists, but they are pretty much useless against those who have reached the peak. Taking over the world with poisons? Impossible. Otherwise, the Tang clan wouldn't have run away from the heavenly demon. Poison without an antidote? Sure, it might be deadly if it works, but there's no guarantee that it will have an effect. After all, there are methods to counter poison. I already know those two, but there could even be. I already know two of those, but there could be even more. That's ridiculous. Even holy breath against the order of the king of ghosts, it will seep into your skin. The same applies to other poisons too. The first main theory is related to what he's talking about. I use my inner energy to completely block off everything surrounding my body. If you neither breathe in the toxins nor allow them to touch your skin, then there's nothing for you to be affected with, and there's no way for you to be affected by them. However, the method does not actually help you avoid the poison applied to hidden weapons as well. It will enter your body the moment one of those pierces your skin. And there's a method used by peak martial masters come into play. It involves purifying the poison that has seeped into the bodies with internal energy. This is what martial masters who have reached a peak level are capable of. They have no need for antidotes. What use are they to people who can survive even if they are poisoned? Thus, antidotes are only essential for those who haven't reached a peak level yet. This is why the Tang clan cannot become the strongest in the world, even though they have poison as the weapons. The Tang Bo realized this from the start. He accepted being treated as an outcast of the Tang clan to roam the world and fought in numerous battles with his life on the line. Thanks to that, he figured out that he couldn't even become the strongest in the world, using poison and bet everything he had on hidden weapon techniques. This is how the Dark Supreme was born. Don't be absurd. You shouldn't have even been able to gather your inner energy. You already... Oh, Dad? Do you know the fools always think they're always the smart ones around? Do you know? The fools always think they're the only smart ones around. I expected such tricks to be used even before you show your true color. It's obvious what people like you would do. If you don't know, you can try again. As I said, this is useless. Thanks to my special body constitution. The energy of a Taoist is specialized in cleansing and destroying evil, and I have only the purest of it gathered in my body. I could collect it because I once reached the inner limits of a Taoist's inner energy and started over again. In the face of this cleansing instance, poison is nothing. I was going to eat an origin energy pill if something went wrong, but this worked better than I had expected. I'm so proud of it. Well, if you think about the hardships I went through to gather it, it ought to be at least this effective. Hello, Q56PA10M. Welcome in. This is basically the end of the second season right now. Alright then, what will we do now? Haha, you don't even know your own condition. Look, your hands before speaking. A special body constitution? You acted so high and mighty, and then you have limits too. When you meet the king of hell, tell him that you died because you had underestimated the poison of the Tang clan. I just need to burn it away. Samadhi divine fire? Only peak martial artists can ignite using their internal energy. How are you capable of that? A frog in the well. Before Tambo died, he wanted to get rid of his clan of its closed-mindedness. He thought that they could never become the best in the world if only they had obsessed over their own martial arts and lived in ignorance of the real rulers of the Sichuan as the rulers of Sichuan. However, seeing how shocked the Elder Council leader is at seeing the Samadhi divine dragon, nothing has changed for the Tang clan even though a century has passed. Maybe this was to be expected after all. People like him have to put down their roots in the very core of this place. I'll change it then, even if to break some heads. Don't come any closer. Die, you damn monster. There are too many. If all those explode at the same time... BAM! I already told you this was useless. The poison's in Tang clan. That's impossible. This cannot be true. I won't be defeated just like that. Even when I am to lose, I won't be in this matter. The poison that developed in my whole life, the elder position of an elder that I got by providing my insight, the reason for my existence is all disappearing. Weak. It might possess some of the strange power the daggers of Tangunaka had, but I can't see the same level of expertise in the technique of the elder, despite the council leader, despite his age. No, it can't be. Tang clan coins. The Tangbo, the ones that Tangbo had were all worn out and tattered because he had to use them that often. This is the proof of my training. The position that Tangbo had in the past isn't different from his. Although this man holds the prestigious status of Elder Council leader, the Tangbo was basically an outsider who left the family. Both of them managed to become the great elders of the Tang clan. However, what's the difference in their abilities? If the person standing opposite me was Tangbo, I would have been destroyed in less than 3 moves. To think this old man abused his elder position as an elder of the Tang clan with this level of skills? What a fool. I can see my anger surging. The reason you asked me to look after the clan even in your last moments is probably because you didn't want to see them end up like this. Such a pathetic sight shall end now. Oh, if they can't understand it with their minds, I'll have to teach it to them the hard way, by beating it into their bodies. I won't lose. Die, you monster! Feel the power of the Tang clan. That's the engulfing petal rain. Get away from the council leader. It can be dangerous even if you're under the roof. Poisonous and hidden weapons are raining from the skies. Engulfing petal rain? Is this what you're calling this nonsense? The real engulfing petal rain is one of the 2 legends of the Tang clan alongside the formless poison. Such a technique cannot be performed with that level of skill. This can't be compared even to an incomplete engulfing petal rain that Tangbo showed me in the past. It was so beautiful that it felt as I was in a dream. Yes, just like the name suggests, it looked like flowers raining from the sky, engulfing the world. That was incredible. Take a good look, Tang clan. This will be a mere imitation, but right now, I'm the only one in the world who can even come close to replicating that sight. This is a gift of insight that Tangbo has sent to you from more than 100 years ago. The metals that rained from the skies were free to fall however they wanted. Some gently swam through the skies, others dived straight to the ground, and still others stayed in the place and danced gracefully. Dude, at the end of every season fight, they always have like some very deep poem or like kind of like a prose to just really explain what's really happening. It's kind of cool. So the petals that rained from the skies were free to fall however they wanted. Some gently swam through the skies, others dived straight to the ground, and still others stayed in their place and danced gracefully. The falling petals would just follow the wind, going with the flow and changing freely. And those who were bewitched by their beauty will not be able to see the true entity hidden within those numerous alterations. Flowers engulfing the world? How did you do that? 24 strikes of plum blossom sword art. Engulfing plums blossom rain. How are you able to do that? I'm Tong Wei of the Tang clan. What on earth is a sword technique? Just what? Is dream. Yes, it's just like a dream. Right? Those who don't understand it will be thought of it as like a dream. What is that sword technique? Engulfing plum blossom rain. Engulfing plum blossom rain, huh? To think that's a sword technique of the Manhua sect. It's not as simple as that. I combined our sword technique with some elements of the engulfing petal rain that Tangbo showed me. Therefore, while it does belong to the Manhua sect, it is also a secret art of the Tang clan. He wouldn't be able to know that though. This is all I can do for them. I've proven for everyone just how powerless the Elder Council leader is, and I defeated him and destroyed his martial arts. The Tang clan will take it from here. The path the Tang clan will take now solely depends on his own will. This duel is won by the Manhua Divine Dragon, also known as Chamyang of the Manhua sect. Dude, fucking aura. The tone of the Tang Patriarch's announcement wasn't loud. The sky was clear. There was a sense of awkwardness and anticipation of the future in the air. It was a moment that suggested a new change within the Tang clan. Is this enough? I know there's no way you can hear me. I know all our conversations were just an illusion I made. The dead can't speak and don't come back alive. Except you, I guess. This is just me, someone who is still alive, even though I'm supposed to be dead, trying to hold on to the past by repeating it in my mind. Chamyang, don't worry. I'll still look after the Tang clan from time to time. Not for free though. Thank you, my Talos friend. The connection that was between us all this time is now over. I finally fulfilled the promise which I had failed to keep in my previous life. So, please rest in peace. Goodbye, my one and only friend. It stings. Why does my skin stings? All the poison was blown away. Wait, don't move. Your body is full of poison right now. Are you trying to kill us? Oh, on second thought, you're right. Antidote. just bam, antidote. It's pretty hilarious. Is this still poison? Why are you so scared? You're the tank patriarch, you know? Firstly, I need to be isolated for a week. Please cooperate. Fuck, I'll just burn it all. Ah, that consumes so much of my energy. I'll leave the rest to you. Alright. I have one more announcement to make. Criminal Tang Wei. Do you understand your sin? Criminal? What sin are you referring to? If it means my defeat against that monster and failed to hold up the reputation of Tangklang, then I admit defeat. However, didn't I also lose to them? Loss and defeat does not constitute a crime. But what I'm referring to is something else. Bring him here. Yes, sir. Is that the young patriarch? Patriarch, I brought him here. Yes, Tang Si, confess your crime. If you do so, I will spare your life. Tang Si, what are you trying to say? Everything I did was for the sake of the Tangklang, council leader. Everything's already over. Is there anyone who would follow your footsteps for now? How can you do anything for the sake of the Tangklang when you're in such a miserable state? To tell the truth, I was instigated to mix the stupefaction poison into the Manhua Divine Dragon's liquor and food. And the person who gave me this order was Tang Wei, the council leader, the elder council leader. Yeah, I think he mentioned that earlier. The stupefaction poison? The elder council really did that? He gave an order to mix the paralyzing poison into the liquor and food? What a horrible deed. Wait, about the food back then, you had back then, do you eat it all knowing that it was poison? It's pretty delicious. I didn't ask you for the taste. Using extreme venom during a fight is going against the patriarch is already enough to create a controversy. However, reporting someone who's to fight in a duel in advance is on a completely different level. Members of the Tang clan who use poisons must never do that, because it's something that shakes up their fundamental identity of the family. Are you sure the council leader instructed you to do that? Yes. Do you have any excuses? It's over. Everything is over. I can never be treated as the Tang clan's elder again. With this one incident, the elder council and I have lost everything. While Tangun has gotten absolute authority in the Tang clan, Patriarch I really did this all for the sake of the Tang clan. The ends don't always justify the means. The sincerity of a person can only be validated when it's accompanied by the right process. So speak no more. I don't want my ears to be sullied any further. Here is my order as a Tang Patriarch. Tang Wei has committed an atrocious crime. He will be stripped of his position as the Elder Council leader and imprisoned. And all functions of the Elder Council will be stopped when the investigation is now over. The elders are not able to leave their houses. With this, the truth of this incident has fully revealed. All members of the Tang clan are able to be careful of what they do. Yes, Patriarch. One more thing. Manhua Divine Dragon, Cheng Myung, yes. Thanks to your efforts and devotion, the horrible deeds happening within the Tang clan have been brought to light, and now we have a chance to make things right. As the Patriarch of the Tang clan, I would like to, in the follow disciplines of the Manhua sect, to accept my official gratitude. Thank you, Manhua sect. Thank you. Thank you, Manhua Divine Dragon. Thank you, Manhua sect's disciples. The recognition of the Tang clan. To think that Manhua sect has been nothing but a nuisance after getting chased out of the 10th grade sects, rose from rock bottom to a position where the Tang clan, the rulers of the Sichuan, acknowledged us in just a few years. I, Cheng Myung, a third-class disciple and a representative of the Manhua sect, accept the gratitude from the Tang clan. Also, come on, you should do this. All right. I, Bak Chung, second-class disciple and representative of the Manhua sect, express our gratitude to the Tang clan. Though this incident we have established friendship between our two groups, through this incident we have established friendships in between our two groups, and I truly hope that it only grows stronger as time goes by. Yes, that will definitely be the case. Long live the Manhua sect! Long live the Tang clan! Long live the Manhua blah 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 blah. Wow, the cheers are a little bit overboard. Next time you're gonna do something like that, tell us first. What? There's only you must tell us. The poison was nothing to you, but we really thought that you died, you damn brat. Honestly, I don't think it was that bad though, yeah. Bear in mind, if you dare to do something like that again by yourself, I will not overlook it. But, alright, I'll tell you guys. Damn brat. Wave your hands a little bit. They're trained for you, right, aren't they? Goat. I'm the goat. Literally. I'm still glad I still have my head with me. To think I try to pick a fight with someone like him? So incredible. Yes, he really is incredible. The title of the strongest martial artist isn't given to anyone, not him. You Isol. Tang Jiang, I made my decision. What about what? What is her decision? The situation with the Tang clan was taken care of very quickly, as if they had been waiting for that moment. I think she's like probably gonna either want to practice martial arts with the Tang clan or join the martial art of the Manhua sect. The situation in the Tang clan was taken care of very quickly, as if they had been waiting for that moment to come. Tang Gung locked up in the prison. He also punished the other members of the Elder Council for the crime and not stopping their leaders' abuse of power, and disbanded the group. They resisted, but there was no one to support them anymore. Not that full authority in the clan had gone to Tai Gung Uk, the elders can no longer do anything. They had no choice but to quietly retreat into the back room of the Tang clan. In addition, all members of the clan, including Tang Hak, who assisted the Tang Wei in his schemes, were caught up and in prison. That was how Tang Gung Ak uprooted all the problems that originated from the Elder Council leader one by one. No one would dare to say a thing since the great elder of the Tang clan is being investigated. This atmosphere of fear will give me a freedom to do what's needed for the time being. This is the best chance for me to get all I can. You're a scarier person than I thought. I couldn't beat you in this. That aside, are you really alright? If Tang Pei becomes a patriarch in the future, you will see him a lot. Won't you be uncomfortable with him? It's fine. Well, it's true that he did something wrong. It wasn't so bad that he had to be stripped of his young patriarch's position. That wasn't the only reason why I deprived him of his position. Tang Pei is too timid. You can tell by the fact that he did such a thing. People learn from his mistakes. Wait, then I guess it really is something of a mistake. Oh, did I sound a little bit too arrogant? No, it's not like I don't know you. Keep talking. Alright then. Do you know why Tang Wei became so materialistic? I'm not sure. I'm curious about that too. When I was a young patriarch, he wasn't that strange yet. It's because he only lived in the Tang clan. He never suffered injuries in real battles or gone through any serious difficulties. He simply doesn't know what's out there in the world. And he probably bore a grudge from being driven out of being the young patriarch from a long time ago. People only grow when you see the world fail at things, fall into despair, make mistakes, and run into troubles. To put it in other words, one can never grow up under the person who took away everything they had because of a single mistake that they made. I can look at this as I look back on how much work senior brother Chung Meng had put in it. I can see just how terrible of a human I was in the past. If he had ignored me because I was a scumbag, not only would I have not become the Plum Blossom Sorcerer Supreme, but I would have not existed at all. You're saying that you're not perfect from the start, huh? Yes, that's true for everyone. What's important is that not that they don't make mistakes, but they learn from something from them. That aside, the reason why I'm fine with Tang Pei is that I'm not the one who will be uncomfortable, huh? He wouldn't think of backstabbing me after I survive a knife to the stomach. So I'll be more than glad if he becomes a patriarch. Okay, I get what you're saying. However, it's the fact that Tang Pei did something wrong, so he'll have to fight fairly to become the young patriarch again. Sure, do as you please. Also, it's time we discuss the reason I call you here. So says she wants to join the Manhua sect? Oh, yeah. He's like, fuck, how do I get rid of her? But I guess she won't be following him around anymore. I think she has a new crush. Why would she do that? Just why? How would I know? Should I reject her? We should. Do you have the authority to do that? Nope. What kind of personality does a sect leader have? Ho 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 ho! A daughter of the Tang clan. Someone from the Manhua sect is unworthy of having us has come to us. But since you took your precious time and effort to come here, we'll take you in and look after you. That's what he's like. I don't want to send So-So to a Manhua sect, and then last not. So please do me a favor. Why is this conversation going in this direction? Well, I've got the absolute authority over the Tang clan. Now, I can't go against the traditions that have been passed down for centuries. There will be a lot of opposition. If we leave things be, I'll have no choice but to marry her off to Quan clan in a year or two. I just want her to be happy. But if that can't be in the Tang clan, then I wanted to send her off, send her to a place where that's possible. Why does it have to be the Manhua sect? There's the Wudang clan, the Zhongnang sect, and the Yimei sects too. Are you asking me to make my daughter a nun? Oh, you really love your daughter too much. In any case, I need you to take care of her. If you promise me that, then I'll maybe be able to rest easy and set her there. What? Who said we're taking her in? No thanks. You want me to look after a child of my age? Isn't my daughter actually older than you? Age is not what's important here. Even if she's older, the difference is not that big. Should I just not count on him? You want us to teach you the Tang clan's medical techniques, right? Are you gonna throw me with that? That's a done deal already. A few energy circulation methods that can cleanse the inside of a body, some mobility hidden weapon arts that aren't considered secret, and adding on the majority of medical techniques that have been passed down in our clan. Those are things that So-So learned. She's at the level where the medical hall leader offered her his position. She's a real expert in that area. What? Oh, in that case, it's always been a wish to take in a junior. I'll take good care of her so you can count me on fully. Thanks, man. It's my first time seeing someone look more suspicious when they're making a kind expression. Yeah, exactly. Knowing him, when he's being kind, you know you're being scammed, or he's getting a huge benefit. So you know that's not the end of the promise, right? Yes. We'll either get the Mount Hua sect's disciples here or send Tang Klang's physicians over to your place to teach you the medical techniques. So is just there for an extra help. As soon as you guys leave, I'll bring my clan members and Soso to the Mount Hua sect. They'll meet with your sect leader and explain everything that's happened and ask him to take care of her. You're going there personally? If I want to become friends, I can send those under me. I guess you really do want to become friends. Yes. Is that not allowed? Of course it is. That's exactly what I want. Because this is more than what the current Mount Hua sect deserves. There's also the part where I'm doing this for my old friend. I delayed the departure of the merchants by 1 day. You can just join them tomorrow and go to Yunnan from there. It's gotten quite delayed. We were supposed to go there much earlier. May I ask why you're going to Yunnan? It's confidential information. To the extent that you need it from your friend, I'll allow you to if my sect leader allows it. Okay. That means I have to drop by the Mount Hua sect no matter what. With all this, all the matters that have been addressed. What? What are you doing? You've previously thanked me already. That was gratitude from the Tang Patriarch. But this is from the Tang Gun Ak, a martial artist of the Tang Clan. Thank you. Thank you so much. On the outside, Charming acts like he's full of greed, but he actually has given a lot to the Tang Clan. As you get to know him better, you realize he's actually warm-hearted. Only thanking with words? Never mind. He's exactly as he seems. That's do a little compilation of all his sketchy-ass faces. Come on, don't be stingy. This really is nothing much. I can tell you about it only because it can be done now. No. We can't let poison to the Tang Clan be taken outside, as I told you. I know. That's why I'm saying that it can only be done now. Right now. When the Elder Council has lost their authority. That's what he means, huh? You're willing to take away even the last emergency funds that we've hidden in our clothes? You can do that much for a friend that's going to a faraway place, right? Fine. But if I do this, I'll suffer loss, so I have a condition too. Come on, this condition has going well until you started to act so stingy. What is it? Show it to me once more time. The sword technique you performed at the arena previously. Show it to me once more. It's getting handed down. People might no longer be here, but their will gets passed on. Future generations will inherit the things that the predecessors achieved. And as long as their will gets passed down, it'll never disappear. So that's kind of really the big theme of the season was, what is a sect? Like, what is a sect to Chongmyang? What is a sect? What is a legacy for them, right? And now they're going back full circle, and now they're talking about it again. Yes, that's what a martial group is. That'll be really tough. Is it hard for you to do? If you feed me a lot of Sichuan food, then I'll show it to you. I'll feed you as much as you want, up until your stomach explodes. The Tang Clan will now compensate for all the repairs of the collapsed pavilion and the damages. That's something to be surprised about. The Tang Clan is actually unexpectedly thorough about matters like this. But the patriarch came here himself. What? The Tang Clan is prideful. When they make a mistake that causes inconvenience to others, they always compensate everyone over the top. However, no groups that suffered losses due to the Tang Clan have ever heard the patriarch apologize before. That is because he refuses to bow his head to anyone. Despite that, he personally came this time and apologized to us. It seems that whatever you're doing outside of our household is way bigger than we can imagine. I think it's because you're both a disciple of the Manhua sect and the second son of the Four Seas Merchant Association. Zhuge, do you really intend not to come back home? Father, I like being part of the Manhua sect. More than being part of your family, I think my path in life can be found there. I'm proud of our family. I truly think what you and brother do is amazing. However, this isn't the place where I need to be. I'm sorry, Father. If I only have one life, then I want to die as a disciple of the Manhua sect. Do you know what my dream is? I don't. My dream isn't anything big. It's for you and your big brother to help me carry on the legacy of the Four Seas Merchant Association, which our ancestors have left us. That's been my dream ever since you were born. But I understand now. This is my dream, not yours. If I have it, then it's only natural that you have it. If I have it, then it's only natural that you have one too. I can't just ignore your dream just for the sake of mine. Father, Taoist Shenmyung said that the decision lies with you. Back then, I really thought he sounded really arrogant, but now I understand what he meant. I can't decide how my child should live their life just because I'm their father. I also have the right to dream. Go do your best. And never forget that we'll always be cheering you on. I hope you can come back safely to us one day. I'll remember that, Father. Matter of sex, matter of the clan, and personal relationships. Everything that had to be done in Sichuan has come to an end. And now, though we've been delayed quite a bit, we've made a really reliable friend. On top of that, we found a way to go to Yunnan comfortably, so that's good enough. We also got way more than we expected as we leaving. Is everyone here? Dude, look at his skin. Look at him being sketchy as hell. Is anyone here? Yeah, the last one again. Tank Patriarch is waiting at the main gate. Those, the will of those who walk together will never disappear. What a pity. I wanted to eat more Sichuan food. You want more after eating that much? From parent to the children, from masters to the disciples, and from those who know the way of those who are seeking it. If you move faster, we would have been able to depart several days earlier. You're so narrow-minded. Listen, narrow-minded. Stop bragging me about the past. Nagging me about the past. We're going now, aren't we? So there's no need to reminisce about the old times. It's now time to look and move forward. Is this the end of season? Okay, I'll finish end of season next time and start the first season next time. Thank you guys for joining me, and this has been a really fun read. Man, Manhwa Sect, definitely a banger. Have a good day.